Sir, I'm unable to share my screen, sir.
Try again.
Oh, yes. Is my screen visible, sir?
Yeah, it is visible.
Okay, sir. Good evening, sir. My name is Pooja. I'm from Sahil College of Engineering and Technology of Computer Science. Coming to my topic name is Caesar Cipher. And coming to next slide, table of contents are introduction to Caesar Cipher, how it works, and code implementation. Coming to introduction, the Caesar cipher technique is one of the easy and simplest method of encryption technique. It is simply type of substitution cipher. Each letter of given text is replaced by letter which fixed number of position down the alphabet. And coming to works, how it works means like remove the space character from input. If the character is lowercase, make it upper. Otherwise, keep the uppercase character. Shift the current letter of message with given position to right. For example, like plain text is nothing but user gives the plain text. Cipher text is encrypted message after applying the some technique. The formula of encryption is x plus n mod 26. The x means user text, n is the shift number. Example plain text, if I give a, the formula is like x plus n, so a number is 00, so the shift number is 5, so 0 plus 5 mod 26 is 5 nothing but f. A will be changed into f. Like example, if we give the text like a t t a k n t o n c, if I give the shift number is 5, the cipher test like f5 by fh. And coming to code, this is the code. Like I will, okay. In that code only I give the test and shift number. So if I run the code, it will be changed into. Thank you, sir.
Are you done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I would say explanation was good. Most of the thing, I would say it was simple and short, but explanation was well done. The text was also good, although there was no demo, so I can't say anything about that. Can you go to screenshot seven slide?
Yes, sir.
Can you zoom in? I can't see
Code
the
screenshots. That is.
zoom in. I can't see the output. Zoom in
This
on.
yes. Is my screen visible, sir? Like code.
Yes, your screen is visible, but it is too small. Can you zoom in? I want to see the output.
Okay. Yes.
There is
Wait,
zoom
sir.
option in
No,
PPT.
sir. This online Java compiler code.
What I'm saying, there is a zoom option in a PowerPoint. Can you zoom in? I just want to look at the code, and at the bottom, at the right hand side in the bottom, there is zoom option. At the bottom of the screen.
Okay, sir.
Bottom of the screen where your tab is.
Oh, okay, okay, sir. Okay, okay.
Yeah. Can you just scroll up? Okay, so you have given a shift of 5.
Sir.
Okay, fine. Okay. Okay, then I will say it was good and simple. But explanation could have been more well done. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So oh, it was fine. It was okay. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now I'll move to next person. So next is just give me a second. I will come to you, Sahil. Yes, yeah, very good evening. Please start. You are inaudible.
Hello.
Yeah, now you are audible.
Can you see the presentation, sir?
I can see a picture of car.
Okay, sir. So today I am giving, my name is Sahil and I am from University, sir. And today I am giving my presentation on future car prediction, future car location prediction actually. So that's my presentation. And we are given a data set for location of car and its all data, like where it starts and where it ends, and for the how much time it works. So we need to predict the future values if we give some other values. So for prediction, we are using machine learning. So we need to achieve this goal. So how we will achieve this goal is we will find and import the clean data, which is already provided by Hackmethod. And in step 2, we will choose the machine learning algorithm to be applied. We will choose the machine learning algorithm that best fits on it. So it is a supervised learning problem. And in third step, we will and then test train the model and test its accuracy. And in fourth step, we will choose the best model, and that's how we will achieve our goal. So moving to next slide. We have some features given in our data set. These are event time start. This is the time when car starts moving, and then event time end. This is the time when car stops moving. And other than this, we are given the starting coordinates of car, and we have labels. Labels are the values that we need to predict. So we need to predict the coordinates where the car stops. So we are choosing the machine learning algorithm. We have 3 algorithms for this problem. First is linear regression, second is lasso regression, and third is lasso CV regression. So I am showing the output of just 2 models in this presentation. But let's see first how to apply these models. Split the data in training and testing data in ratio of 80 to 20. Why we need to split the data in 80 to 20 ratio? Because if we train the model with 100% data, we can't find its accuracy. We will not know how accurate the model is, and then we will train the data with the chosen model and chosen training data, and then we will get the score of each model and plot the graph between predicted values and original values. This will help us to see how well our model is working. Choose the better model for final product. And the first is linear regression. Here it is. Here is the graph of linear regression. We got a score of 0.999994, and we got a quite good accuracy here. The data was not so diversified, so that's why we are getting a 99.9994 accuracy, but it's okay. The next model I use is lasso CV regression, and we also got a score 99.99% accuracy, and which will be the better model. So obviously we got some scores, and on the basis of scores, linear model will be better. So we will use linear regression model in our final product, and that's all from my side. So thank you.
Okay, is there any demo for it?
Sir, I have Jupyter notebook. Sir, I can share that. Okay.
You have to show the demo.
Okay, sir. Share the screen. Sir, I am opening Anaconda Navigator, so it will take me just 2 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
My screen visible, sir?
Yes.
Okay, so this is what I have done. My target, my project name was this, and I have find one target. Like we don't need to give any input from our side because we have already testing values, testing data. So we will just find accuracy in it. So first of all, we will import some necessary modules in it. These are some IO desk learn, and if you want to explain them, I can explain all of these. You want to explain them?
Just skim through it. Don't explain it, just show the input and output.
Okay. So after importing the modules, we will just load our dataset into a variable and we will check it. We will then we will then apply some pre-processing that was needed so that we don't get any error. And we will then split our test data into training and testing data, as you can see here. And after testing and training, split. Now let's create regression model on our data. So this is how I created a linear regression model, and this is my model, and I am checking my model score here, getting this accuracy, and this was the plot between predicted values and testing values for linear regression. And then I used lasso regression model. In this, I got a very negative score. We got a very straight line that was not like quite accurate. And then I used lasso CV regression. And similarly, I trained the lasso CV regression model and then plotted the graph and got 99.99 accuracy. And this was the graph finally. Hello, am I audible, sir?
Are you done?
Yes, sir. That's it.
Okay. Just scroll down a little. Scroll to the very end.
Variant.
The graph.
Here is the graph.
What does this graph say?
Sir, it is showing me the see, the green values are our training data. That was the training, or we can say our original data, not training data. This is our original data, and this red line is showing us the predicted values. If we give any, I don't have any pen, or I can show you. See the cursor. If we got a point here, like let's starting longitude is here, then we will get a ending longitude here on this straight line. If the data is diversified, then the accuracy will decrease for any kind of model. Generally, the model accuracy are 80 to 95%. And so data was not diversified, so we got a very straight line and 99.99 accuracy.
Okay.
Yes.
Scroll up. Okay, scroll up. What does this graph mean?
So this graph is similar to that. This is for different model. We got three models here: linear regression, and then lasso regression and lasso CV regression. So this is the graph for linear regression. This is showing the same thing, how this model is working. If we have a starting longitude this from these values and ending longitude on y plane, the model is predicted this red line. These are the predicted values by model, and all the data that was in hack with the data set lies on this straight line. That's why we are getting 99.99.
Okay, scroll up.
Yes.
Scroll up. Scroll down. Where is the split 80 to 20?
Okay, here it is.
Okay. So what if I split the data between my training data is 70%, my test data is 30%?
Sir, I haven't tested it, but actually the data is not diversified, so we will not get any different results. We will get almost same result. We can test it here. We will
No,
say it
just
is
scroll up.
3.
Just scroll up, no problem. Just scroll up. Okay. See, your overall presentation was good, I would say. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Your PPT and everything,
Yes,
it covered most of the part.
Yes.
Although, like in your explanation and this, there was some technical mistakes. Okay. If you
Okay, sir.
just like rewatch it, you will know.
Okay, sir.
But it was negligible, we can say. It was okay. Okay. And why I asked you to explain the plot was not because I was asking you Q&A. Are you from which group?
Sir, I am from first March intern,
Group.
machine learning.
Okay.
First March
So
intern.
when you are a machine learning intern and a
Yes,
data
sir.
engineer, suppose you are working anywhere where data is there. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
your job is to explain us output. Okay. Make
Yes,
sure
sir.
you explain it in such a way that your data makes sense to us. Okay.
Okay, sir.
That means you have some data. Okay. You have some input data and you have some
Yes, sir.
output data.
Yes, sir.
So in this machine learning, instead of like, going through all the code, you could have just explained me that, chart. And when you
Okay, sir.
explained me the chart, you first explained the last chart, then I know this is the result I got from the model number 2. And
Yes,
then
sir.
you explained me second chart, I know that this is the result I got from the model number 1.
Yes.
That was simple. There was no other thing that needed to be you need to
Yes, sir.
tell us to us. That was simply everything about your entire project. So next time when you are
Yes.
explaining it as a machine learning expert,
Yes, sir.
you need to explain it in such
Yes,
a
sir.
way that your model should be explained in such a way. Suppose you are using linear regression. Okay. So tell us
Yes, sir.
that this was my input. I used my linear regression. This is the output I am getting.
Yes, sir.
This is the result of model number 1. This is the result of model number 2. What is the difference between both result and how to read
Yes,
that
sir.
output? When I say how to read that output, suppose I don't know anything about machine learning. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And suppose, if I just pick out any name from this meeting and tell them, suppose he's from cybersecurity, he don't know anything about machine learning. If he sees
Yes,
your
sir.
presentation, what do you think he will understand? He will understand anything? No. Why? Because you couldn't explain the output properly. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Your chart was there, but it didn't make sense to most of us. And in your earlier demo, you did explain the code. That is a good thing. You explained it really well. You only explained that part need to be explained. You just
Yes.
skimmed through it that this is this is this. That is how you need to explain the code part. We don't care about that part. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And the logic should be explained in a flowchart format or a code block format. So what is a code block? So suppose my starting is this import, and then I have this second code block. So you need to explain that this is the code block, what this code block does, and then go to model part, say this was my input and this is the output that I'm expecting. This is the output I have gotten. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And this is how it is. That's it. Don't go too deep into it. That is simply what you need to do. Okay. So for next time, this presentation was your first presentation, I will believe.
Yes, sir.
That is good. But remember, from next time onward, just explore, spend some time explaining the chart or the output or the accuracy. Okay. I just told you to explain the chart because you forgot during your explanation, and that is important. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So from next time, what you will do is you will explain the chart or output if you have any.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
That is the
definitely we
best
will
thing
have
as
chart.
a machine learning intern.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Other than that, your overall explanation, you covered everything. There is nothing to add. That was the only thing that I wanted to add,
Okay,
the
sir.
chart part. Okay. Because that is your main output. If you don't explain the main output, then it just becomes irrelevant,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So from next time, remember to do that.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Other than that, it was okay. Your demo is also there. You followed all
Yes.
the proper protocols. That was good.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So next, I'm moving on to Simran Khan.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, very good evening.
My name is Simran Khan, and I'm from Cybersecurity batch, joined on 16th Jan. So my task was to prepare research on cybersecurity framework and standard and prepare a report on it. So here I'm sharing my screen. So first of all, the introduction. This is our first intro page of a report, which is describing the topic, which is Introduction to Cybersecurity Framework and Standards. Then, first of all, in report we have acknowledgement, which denotes a vote of thanks to all of those who have helped us during our process of making report. So this report is basically the result of an ongoing collaborative effort involving industries, academic, and government. And a very special thanks with a limited, which is to offer to provide such an. Sir, just a second. There is some issue with network. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah,
Sir, there is some issue with maybe mic. So can I present after this one, the next presentation?
yeah, sure. I will move on to next person. I will call your name again. Keep your hand raised.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now I'm moving on to next person. That is Mahin Jangid.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, very good evening.
Sir, I don't have any presentations. I just have a query.
I will come to general discussion, then only you can have it.
Sure, sir.
Yeah, so Altamash Khan.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, very good evening. Let's start with the presentation.
क्या तुम लोग तुम्हें बाद में वो पड़ेगी बजट नहीं जानते इकट्ठे पैसे दोगे तो तुम पहुंचेगी अरे तो हमारी बात सुनो जैसे तुम अभी थोड़े से नहीं दे पा रहे एकदम ज्यादा पैसे हो जाएंगे तो तुम लोग जाएंगे
Hello.
तो समझा रहे
Hello.
I can't hear you. Hello, I can't hear you because there is some background noise.
Just a second, please.
Yeah.
So is it okay now?
Yeah, now it is okay. Let's start.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Altamash Khan. I am from the Institute of Research and Technology, and today I am giving presentation of implementation of Cipher in Java. This is our presentation flow. First, we give an introduction of it. Then I give talk about implementation of it, and then some advantage of it, and I will show you code now. Okay. So introduction. It is basically in Cipher. We have to encrypt a message in which we shift the character right shift by a number. Cipher has a key which is represented by the number, and according to this number we shifted right the character. For example, if the key is 5, then A will become F and B will become G and C will become H, etc. etc. Now I talk about implementation. To implement this, we have to done we have to perform two tasks. First is encryption of message. For encryption, we have to define a method encrypt in which we take two parameters, a message and a key. Uh, a message is a string, so we read each character of a message one by one, and if and we add modulus of a key to it, and then check if it is greater than 122 or 90. Then we subtract 126 from it. Otherwise, we will take that character as it is. Second task is the decryption of a message. For decryption, we take two parameters in the method, same as a encrypt method. One is a message and the second is a key. And then again, we read each character one by one, and in this, we separate the modulus of key. And then we check the condition that it is smaller than 65 or 97. If it is smaller than 65 or 97, then we just add 26 to it, because if we have a and we minus 4 from it, then it will display some symbol. So that's why we add 26 to it. Now come to the advantage. So we can send message in encrypted form so that we can maintain the privacy of message and also enhance the security. So here is the code. In this, you can see that I have made an encrypt method here. In this, I had taken a string, done empty string, and then I had run a loop in that I had taken a character from the string and a C variable. Then I see that if there any space in it, so continue. Otherwise, we add the modulus of the key. After then, we check the condition that if it is greater than 122 or come in the range of 97 or 90, we minus from it. Otherwise, we will take that character as it is. And this is the decrypt method. In the script method, all the conditions are same except the last condition, in which we have subtract the modulus of key and check the conditions that in this time we checked from the 65 and range are same. And this is our final main method, in which we call that methods. And this is the screenshot that in this I have taken Z as a string and I had passed the key 4. In this, you can see that after Z there is symbols, but I had subtracted minus 26. That's why it will become D. After that, if we plus A 4 and A, then it will become E. And same as the above. Thank you. Should I run the call?
Yeah, show the
Code.
demo.
So you can see that I have taken the input, I am fine. In this, he had skipped the space and increment the letters from 5. And in the decrypt, he minus the left shift the keys. Thank you.
You done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so your overall presentation, I would say it was good. Okay, but from next time onward, when you have like algorithm you are explaining. So try to include a flowchart. It will make it easier for understanding for your viewers. Okay. But I
Yes,
would say your explanation was on point. It was good. It was easy to understand. You did have some explanation. Your demo was also good. So overall, your presentation was good. I would say that's just your. I can't see your camera properly because of light. Okay, I believe there is no electricity at your place. So from next time onward, I try to have some lighting. It will look good. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Other than that, it was fine.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so now I'll move to next person. That is Simran Khan.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, very good evening.
Sir, I'm unable to start my camera.
You are unable to start. Mm,
Yes, sir.
I don't understand what it
Sir,
is.
it is saying you cannot start your video because the host has stopped it.
Uh, okay, maybe it is from my
Okay,
side.
okay, yes, sir.
Yeah,
Sir, I'm just sharing my screen.
yeah, please.
Good evening, sir. My name is Simran Khan, and I'm from Cyber Batch, 16th Jan. So my task was to prepare a report on research, cybersecurity, and framework and standards. So we have acknowledgement first of all. In acknowledgement, we include the vote of thanks to all of those who have been involved during the process of this report or who have helped you during this report or provide resources. So first of all, great thanks to Hackweather to provide such a great opportunity to do research on framework of cybersecurity and also to provide the learning material which was on Edureka. So after acknowledgement, we have a table of content. Table of content is same as we have our index in textbooks. It is the first thing which we have is acknowledgement, which we have already seen, and followed by it we are having executive summary in which I have described the overview of framework, and then we have synopsis, also known as abstract, means a short description about all the information. Then I have taken three frameworks among all. First one is NIST, then we have ISO 27001, then CIS. And last but not least is comparison between all of these three standard and frameworks. So first of all, we have executive summary. The very first thing is what is framework. So framework is nothing but a simple approach to manage cybersecurity risk. And framework is mainly composed of three parts. First is framework core, then framework implementation tiers, and the last is framework profiles. So framework core is a set of cybersecurity activities, and it is common across critical infrastructure sectors. The framework core is also further divided into five parts. First one is identify, protect, detect, respond, and the last is recover. And when considered together, these functions provide a high-level strategic view of the life cycle of an organization's management of cybersecurity risk. Then we have framework implementation tiers. Basically, it provides that how an organization views that particular cybersecurity risk which they are facing and how they manage that particular risk. And during when the party or any organization select the tire process, so it should consider its current risk management practices, threat environment, legal and regulatory requirements, and organizational constraints. Then we have framework profile. It is basically the represent of outcome based on business needs. For a particular organization or anyone to develop a profile, it require review. It need to review all the categories and subcategories based on drivers and risk assessment. So this was the overview of framework. Then we have abstract here. As we all know that in today's time, the increasing we are using a lot of technology, means all work which we are doing is based on the technology itself. So the increase of technology is also is also giving a rise to cyber threats. And cybersecurity has become a topmost priority for business and other organizations over worldwide. So, cybersecurity threats exploit the increased complexity and connectivity of critical infrastructure systems. Not only professional, but it is also affecting the financial and reputational risks. And cybersecurity risks affect a company's bottom line also. So, it can be a important and amplifying component of an organization's overall risk management. So in this report, we are going to brief about some of the frameworks and standards of cybersecurity, which are NIST, ISO 27001, and CIS. And this report will include their purposes and key components and also benefits of the particular framework. So cybersecurity framework, we have already discussed that it is nothing but guidelines that helps us to manage the particular risk which we are facing due to cyber threats. And cybersecurity framework, it is a thing that it provides a common language and a set of standards which make it easy to manage the particular threats. So then we have followed by the very first framework which we have included, that is NIST, which is National Institute of Standards and Technology. So it is the very first the framework which was developed, and it is the best, we can say, best practice and standard designed to help organizations to improve their cybersecurity posture and reduce cybersecurity risk. Its principle is to identify, detect, and recover in the manner that identify means that it easily can identify that what is the threat that particular one is facing, and in the same particular time limit it can detect and also respond to that particular threat. And also recover means that it involves restoring normal operations after any event or incident which have taken place due to cyber threat. And its purpose is to basically provide organization with a common or particular language to manage the cybersecurity risk or in order to reduce that risk. And its benefit is that it is a flexible approach to risk management. And we have discussed that it is a common language, so it provides a easy task so that we can deal with the particular risk. And also this framework is adaptable to meet need of any organizations. Then we have already discussed that NIST cybersecurity framework include identify, protect, detect, and these 5 aspects. Then we have ISO 27001. It is International Organization for Standardization. It is an internationally recognized standard for information security, and it provides a framework to implement, maintain, and improve the information to protect the sensitive information. Its principle, it is based on 4 aspects: plan, do, check, and last is act. So basically plan the basic organization and set the objective of security or information. And do stands that whatever the plan has been done, it implement the particular planned processes. And check means that it monitor the functioning which is going on that particular threat or risk, and it take action to improve effectiveness. Then its purpose is to help organizations establish, implement, maintain. We have already discussed its intro, and the purpose is mostly same. And its benefits is that it is high standard of information security quality. And also in this ISO, the handling of personal data is easy because it is having high level of trust as compared to NIST. And also it reduces the risk of cyber attack. And this is some advantages and or we can say benefits included in the ISO. So the last but not least is CIS, Center for Internet Security. So it is a set of safeguards to prevent cyber attacks against any system or network. And its principle is that it protects protect the data and account management. It control and software asset, and it also access control management, and it defends the virus such as malware. And its purpose is that it helps the organization to better defend against known attacks by distilling key security concepts. And CIS is also categorized in three more further parts: basic, foundational, and organizational. It is in more depth, so I have skipped that part. And then we have benefits of CIS. It is also similar to the NIST and ISO, that it improves productivity and saves time and money of particular organization, and it focus on additional risk, that what can be the additional risk for the particular which is ongoing. And overall, we have discussed that CIS control is general set of recommended practices, and these are the advantages of CIS control. So I would like to end up my report by describing that we have already discussed the three frameworks, and these all we have seen that all are somewhat similar. But what can be the differences? What can be, if we compare all these three frameworks, what can be the differences? So if we compare it according to its relevance, that how relevant it is. So NIST, it is not it can be said that it is deep but not mile wide. And whereas ISO, it was somewhat relevant as compared to CIS, which was custom made. And in order to see that which among these three, which one is easy to understand, which is having simplicity, so NIST is having wide overview, it is in depth and having much content, so it is a little bit complex as compared to ISO and CIS. And whereas ISO, it is risk based approach, and if we see CIS, it is simple to understand, it is nothing complicated in that. And according to technical part, NIST, it does not have that much technical part, as it was developed very early age, not means it was developed during 90s. So it is not having that technical part, whereas ISO, it is having more processes and policies, and CIS, it is precisely having technical content in it. And in case of implementation, NIST, it implements several steps in it, and ISO, it required top management's involvement, and CIS, again, as it is simple to understand, its implementation is also straightforward and easy. So that was from my side. Thank you.
Okay, so are you done?
Yes, sir, I'm done.
Okay, so overall, I would say it was good. You covered all the points. There was proper conclusion and proper difference between all the frameworks. There was not too much text, not too little text. It was just enough. You covered everything like benefits and all. But I would say there is some problem with the formatting. You have acknowledgement part, right?
Yes, sir.
So in acknowledgement part, you only need to add like the guidance and which professor you are under, or like which organization you are under doing it, or about your information. Okay.
Okay,
You
sir.
don't need to add any references, like you have added references for I believe Edureka. Don't add that in a references part. In when you have this in a file format, like you have done it in Word format, so
Yes,
there is
sir.
at the end there is a reference of after the conclusion there is a reference thing. Okay, under
Okay,
the
sir.
reference topic you add all that thing. Okay,
Sure,
in
sir.
the in like acknowledgement you only add about your organization. That's it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Other than that, I would say it was good. It was straightforward and easy to understand. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sir, actually, when I applied for presentation schedule, I got 3 dates: 15th, 16th, and 17th. So, sir told that you can give presentation on any of your days. So, I have
I can
presented
see
today.
it for 15th only.
Okay, sir.
In my chart, there is only 15th. There are no 16, 17 your time.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So now I will move on to next person. I believe Mahendra, you have a general query. So is there anyone else left for the presentation? I'm just allowing you to unmute yourself so you guys can unmute and tell me if your presentation is still remaining. If not, then we can move on to the general discussions. Is anyone left for the presentation? Okay, if not, then Mahendra, please start with your general discussions.
Sir, actually, I have an issue with reference link.
Reference link, okay.
Yeah, even I mentioned on Trello also 3 to 4 times. I got the mail, but I haven't got the reference link.
Okay,
Actually,
can
the
you show
task
it in,
name is
can you
set
show,
up
share the screen?
networking scan monitoring event using Clarity tool.
Or share the screen?
Sure.
You share it, it is getting recorded, sir will check later, okay?
Here it is, sir. There is no reference link. Here it is.
Task instruction, can you scroll down? Okay, reference link is blank.
Yeah.
So did you read it? Maybe like we don't provide reference link for some task, okay? So we will
Okay, but sir, I tried that tool, finding that tool, and find nothing on that tool. It's a platform actually, not a tool.
Okay. So you
To use
need
that, you
reference.
have to pay. It's a paid tool, sir, platform.
So you need like reference, right?
Yeah, and I even there was a free trial demo. I did that. I haven't got any reply from the platform or the company.
Okay. What is the name
And
of
my
sorry.
deadline is 17th
What is
March.
the name? Can you scroll up?
Yeah, sure. Here it is. Set up a network scan monitoring event and send email alert using Clarity tool.
Scan monitoring.
Yeah, I even tried to find it on YouTube, but I haven't got anything on this one.
Okay. Wait, let me just check.
Even one of cybersecurity intern, Tejas, we tried to contact each other, but he hadn't find anything else on this. It's like we got nothing on this.
Okay, I will ask sir about it.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So next person is Ravi Kaur. Just put your Mahendra, put your email here in chat box.
Yes, sure, sir. Yes.
Yes, Ravi.
Sir, I'm visible.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Oh, hello, everyone. My name is Regor from Bansan Institute of Research and Technology. Today, I'm
Wait,
representing.
why are you here? Are you here for general discussions?
Oh, sorry, sir.
What are you doing? Are you here for general discussions or presentation?
The presentation.
Your name is not in my presentation list.
Sorry, sir.
Did you get mail that today is your presentation? Okay, then Bharti Khatre. You are inaudible. You are not audible, Bharti. No, you are not audible. You are not audible. Fix your mic, Sahil.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I am having two issues actually. The first issue is, sir, I was given first task about future location prediction that I gave presentation today. Its deadline was 7th March, I think. Its deadline was 7th March. But I didn't give any presentation. Today I gave the presentation about that topic, but I was assigned a new task before even clicking on assign a new task.
Okay. Did
Predictive
you
modeling.
upload your task that my task is completed?
Yes, task is completed, but presentation was not given.
You don't wait for the presentation. Okay. If your task
Okay,
is done, you will be automatically get clear.
Okay, sir.
So, yeah.
And sir, second problem is when I clicked on the schedule presentation, I got a schedule for my second task, not for my first task.
See, the
So
thing is, I ask when you already have a task and you click on scheduled presentation, you will be scheduled for that task, but you have to come and say that you are giving presentation for that previous task. Okay.
Okay, sir. Today I gave the presentation about future prediction model. But
I have noted it.
yes, sir.
Anyway, you can share your email. I will tell sir about it.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
I will share it.
Okay, Bharti. Yeah, please start. Hello, Bharti Khatre. You are not audible. Turn your cam on first. Hello, Bharti. I can't see you, and I can't hear you. Please fix your issues. I can hear your computer voice. Your clicking sound can be heard, but your voice is not audible. Also, your camera is also not working now. Okay, is there anyone else left for the presentation or general discussions? If not, then I will wait. Bharti, I will wait for you for like 2 or 3 minutes. After that, we have to cancel it. You can give your presentation tomorrow then. Please put it in chat box. I'm giving you 2 minutes. If you can solve your mic issue, then turn your mic on and say, else you can put it in chat box that you can't give your presentation today. Okay, everyone, I'm giving you 2-3 minutes. If you have any general discussion or presentation, you can tell me. Okay, then I can't do anything about that. Bharti, you have to look what you can do. Okay, then I hope all the presentation are done for today. General discussions are done. So try again. If your presentation are remaining, you can give you. I believe tomorrow is new intern welcome meeting. Don't we will not be having presentation. So next week Tuesday we will have presentation that are remaining. I have all the names that are remaining presentation. We will move on to end that order. So thank you for today's presentation and everything. I will wait for just 1 minute. Let Bharti try it and then tell me. Wait, Joy, I'm speaking. Yeah, Bharti, I will wait for you 1 minute. You can leave the meeting, try to join again, try to fix it. If not, then we can't do anything about that. Okay, Joy, please, what is your query?
Hello, sir. Actually, I received two mail. One was of today and another was one of for 17. So on which day I have to give the presentation?
Wait, I will check your name. It is for 15th. Data type variable and operator, right?
Yes, sir. JavaScript. Yes.
Yeah, it is for today. It is scheduled for today.
Okay, so can I do it now, sir?
Yeah, please do it.
Okay. Okay, so sorry, is my screen visible?
Yeah, it is visible.
Yes. So my just a moment, sir. Okay, my name is Joy Patel. I am in the final year of Electronics and Communication Engineering. I am from DC Gandhinagar. The name of my project is Introduction to Web Standards in JavaScript Concepts and Fundamentals. The name of my task is Introduction to JavaScript and its core principle. So I have tried to cover the basic principles of JavaScript. Here is my table of content, which I will be included in the presentation. So it's an introduction to JavaScript, briefly, it's called dynamic and loose type language, adding JavaScript to the basics of JavaScript, data types in JavaScript, and JavaScript programs. So here is the introduction. So it's a front-end scripting language which was developed by a Netscape. JavaScript is a programming language which usually adds interactivity and behavioral change in the website. Like CSS is used for designing, HTML is used to create the page. Okay, and if we want to like make some kind of changes in our web page, like for HTML changes, then we can do that using a JavaScript with a DOM tree. Big misconception that Java and JavaScript have something common in particular. The thing is, earlier times, Java was much popular than JavaScript. So, and JavaScript was known as a live script. So, for the sake of popularity, LiveScript was changed its name to JavaScript, so it became more popular. JavaScript was created by Brendan Eich at Netscape in 1995 and originally was named as a LiveScript. And why is it called a dynamic language and loosely typed? So the dynamic language means we don't need any kind of specific compiler to run a JavaScript. It can be run on the server as well as in our computer compiler. And loosely typed language means like in C language, Python, we have to specify data types to variable, like whether it's an integer, string, or array. But in JavaScript, you just have to type the name of the variable and you can assign the value to it. Now, if we want to, there are several methods for adding JavaScript to the page. Here is the first method. Like on our HTML, we can use embedded script method. Means there is a content of HTML and we will create a script column and we will write our whole JavaScript in that column particular. Another method is external script. This one is a widely popular method because in this method, we will write the script in our different file and then we will link that file to our HTML, means our main web page. So now we can access the JavaScript from a different file. This method is also very useful because we can use the same JavaScript page again for the different website. So this is a structure. Normally we insert JavaScript just before the closing tag of a body above the all content. Here are some basics of a JavaScript. JavaScript is known as a case sensitive language. Means if we have two variables and they have similar names, but there is the thing in like one has some uppercase letter and another does not have, then those two variable names will be considered as a different. And whole JavaScript code is made of statements. Statement means different programming lines. It will make the whole program. Comments. So in JavaScript code, like when we are writing a code for making a website or creating any function, then most of the time developer needs to understand why he have created this function. So he can write some rough work or some rough line there, which will not be executed as a code, but it's just for the understanding of a programmer. So it is known as a comments. So there are two ways we can get the comments in our JavaScript. One is a double line comment, in which we can use 2 forward slash, and it will create just a single line comment. Another method is a multi-line comments, where we use front slash and star, and then we write the multiple number of lines, which will be treated as a comments and will not be executed as a code. Variables. So variables are like a containers which will store the assigned value. There are several types of variables, like usually for like storing integers, strings, arrays. Here I have given a simple method how a variable can be declared. So first of all, we have to write var, then the name of a variable. Here I have given it as a num, and then is an assignment operator, and then is a value. So here it means that I have assigned 5 to the variable with the name num. Here are different types of data types in JavaScript. It means different types of containers. Number one is undefined. In undefined, we will give the name of the variable. We will just declare the variable, but we will not assign any value to it. Here is the example. We have given the name num, but we have not assigned any value. The second one is an integer. Here we have assigned it an integer value. It is a number. And we can also give string values, means the number. String is a statement for a number of alphabets. So here is an example like var. The name of a string is str. And then we have assigned a value to it, which is hello. Then is a Boolean type. In Boolean type, there is only 2 values. One is a true, and the another one is a false. Then arrays. Arrays is usually used for storing a multiple number of values. Whether they can be of a same type or different. Like we can add numbers and alphabets all together in a single array. There is an example given here, which is I have created an array with the name country. So var country is equal to, I have given the 3 values to it, India, America, and China. So if I want to print America on my console, then I have to write the code. It is console.log, the name of the array, that is country, its index number, that is 1. Here 1 means, here index number starts with 0. So if I want to print India, then I have to write 0 here. For America, it's 1. For China, it's 2. I have created a single small program, like a website, which will use JavaScript, CSS, and HTML. So this one is my HTML page. This one is my JavaScript page. And this is a CSS, and I will provide you a live demo right now. So this is my HTML page, and right now it is on the live server. So this is a very simple website. Here we can check our BMI. First of all, we will provide 4 inputs. First one is a name. So let's write my name, Joy. Then my age. Then I will write my weight in kg. And then I will write my height. And it will provide me my BMI result, which formula I have copied from the internet. So it says that right now my BMI is 23.14, which means I am healthy. If I change my weight, let's say 89 kg, then it will say that my BMI is 25.75 and means I am a bit of overweight and I need a proper diet and exercise. Now let me take you through the codes that how this website is working. This is my JavaScript file. This first 2 function, that is my submit and the reload, they both are event listener functions which will be triggered. Let's say this my submit will be triggered. Yes, right. Okay, so my submit will be triggered when I will click on the click. This function will run. So let me show you the function. I have first of all taken all the values from the input boxes, then use this formula if else statement to find out the results. So by using this code, I can find out the BMI of the person and provide the result. Thank you, sir.
Are you done?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm done.
Okay, just do it. So some other intern has shared their task with me. I believe in this task you also need to add loops.
Actually, sir, I have received a different task which is about control statement. So I am adding loops in that task.
Sorry.
Sir, I have received a separate task in which I have to like give the details about control statements for if else, for loops, while loops. So I am adding that in that task.
So where is for loop and while loop?
Sir, I have not added in this task, sir. It's a different task.
It is a different task. Can you show me the task?
No, sir, I have just received just 2 days ago.
Show the task email for this current.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Overall, I would say it was a good presentation. Okay. But when you are giving a presentation about a language, okay, so what I would say is try to have some kind of interactive diagrams or like some kind of flowcharts to explain. Okay. So suppose at first you had an alert option. So don't just say this is the alert, give some one liner on alert, then show this is my quote of alert and add a screenshot of how it will look like in browser. Okay, how alert looks like in the browser. It will look good. For the variable, you can show that what variable are in an interactive and more diagrammatic way. Suppose I have this bucket, the name of the bucket is this. I can store this much water. It will look good for the viewers. Okay. After that, for the comment is not comment like we only developers care about the comments. Okay, viewers don't care about the comments, so you can just add a screenshot saying that this is how comment look like in a code editor. Okay, and as for other types, you can give us example like a scenario that this is I have this string format, so I will use string data type. I have this number, so I will use this number. Okay, it will look more good. Overall, I would say it was good, but the thing is, when you add a diagram or image, it will not look like too much messy. It was looking there. It was looking like you have too much text in your PPT. Okay, so try to have as less text as possible. Okay, it will visually look good to your viewers. Other than that, your explanation and everything was good, your demo was good. Okay, just I want to confirm about your task because I believe multiple people have asked me about the JavaScript part. They have also received the loop part.
Okay, so sir, should I share the screen for the
Yeah.
Okay, just a moment.
Also, the website that you have created for the demo, that was also good. The design was good, I would say. Search it in the search mail option.
Yeah, sir. Computer is lagging. Okay, sir. This one. Control structure in JavaScript.
Okay, scroll down. Okay, we would build a simple web page that uses control structure. Use for loop, it says. You have not included that. It says use loop for or while, any one of the loop to iterate through error and display the result of control structure. So have you included the for or while loop in your code?
No, sir. Like I know how to function for loop while loop. I have
But
not
you
created
need to add it in this project, right?
yes, sir. Maybe I missed.
Yeah, then your presentation was good, I would say. Okay, that is fine, but add a for loop and update it in a Trello.
Okay, sir. Sure, I will do it very
Yeah.
soon.
You can add a loading screen that after clicking there is while loop will run, that will run for like 10 like 1 or 3 seconds, and after that it will show the result. Okay, say
Okay, sure.
that we are waiting, so to you have to wait for 3 seconds. Before that it will run a loop of 3 seconds, so the number will go from 3 to 1 and then you will get the result. Okay, so after you click on the get result, it will count down from 3 to 1 and then it will get the result. It is pretty easy to do that, right?
Okay, so, sir,
You can add that. Yeah.
should I give a screenshot for the GitHub link, or should I do the just screen recording of that website?
No. After adding the loop part, what you can do is you can just update in your Trello that I have added the loop part. I forgot that. This is the updated task completed link of the GitHub link. Okay, and you can upload this in like 00 host. In 00 host, create a folder, update this file, show the working link, and then show the GitHub link, and put it in your Trello. Okay.
Okay.
That's it. All you need to do. I believe your task should be already completed for the already marked for the completed.
Thank you.
Okay. Just do that. Other than that, this is fine. I believe everyone has left, so you are the last one. So I will end this meet now. Okay.
Okay,
Thank
bye,
you
sir.
for your presentation. Yeah. Bye.